How you want it, dog? That's what Dylan Thunderman said. He said, how you want it? You want to go out ugly? You want to go out late? I got you on both parts. 31 picked that ball up out there from Drew Allar, who did the same damn thing he did against Notre Dame last year in a game where all they got to do is throw a touchdown, is run for a touchdown, and kick the extra point, and you get a top 10 win. Instead, we are right back to where the hell I said Penn State was and where they have not moved from, because we cannot trust Penn State to beat a top 10 team. They are now 4-2-1. 4-2-1 against top 10 opponents. And you know what? It could be worse. You know how I know it could be worse? Because Oregon ranked number 6 in the AP's poll and number 2 in mine. So for me, it's also a top 5 loss that Penn State has also suffered. And this one's at a whiteout. It's at night. It's at your home stadium. And after you fought back from 2 touchdowns, get back to get this into overtime, you feel like you're going to get something going on here. Denied in a sudden snatches one out the air from Dante Moore. All you got to do is run the football. That's what's been working for you. Take the ball out of that boy's hands and put it into the man's hands and go get your win. But no, we don't get nothing and none of that from James Franklin as Big Game James shows up again to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, so that Penn State fans got to go, damn, RJ going to be up on us all day, all tomorrow. No, you're wrong about that. I'm on you right now. I'm on you on Saturday night because nothing has changed, dog. Nothing has changed. Oh, my God. I feel so bad for Penn State fans. You didn't ask for this. You didn't ask for this. That's not who you want to be when you grow up. That's not what you're thinking when you say we are Penn State. I'm looking at all these white folks out here in white. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these black folks out here in white. You know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to be on the good foot. Talk about Oregon. Who is Oregon? Except the Big Ten champs. Except the same team that beat y'all in the Big Ten championship. Except a team that's proven they can beat a top, 5 team. Like you, damn it. People forget. The AP had them at number 2, dropped them to number 3, knowing this week because they're trying to hedge, trying to get out in front. Meanwhile, I'm catching static. I'm catching smoke because Penn State keep moving down my rankings. You know why? Because games like this stay on their resume. That's why. We're not ranking teams to be ranking teams. We are ranking teams that be good. LSU going to take a dive. Ole Miss going to move up. Know how I know that? Ole Miss beat LSU today. Okay? All Penn State had to do was what Ole Miss did to LSU today. That's all they had to do. All Penn State had to do was do what Bama did to Georgia today. That's all. That's it. That's all you had to do. It was right there for you. Instead, now I'm going to get to talking about James Franklin, talking about there are 100 teams that want to be where we are. Yeah. We know all that. We know all that. Where y'all are, it's not where you want to be, though. That's the point. That's the point. When you go to church tomorrow, and you better wear your little Nittany Lion pin to church tomorrow. When you go to church tomorrow, and they ask you what happened, you got to tell them with a straight face that you don't know. Yeah, you'll have excuses. We didn't run the ball well, which is, true until late. We didn't throw the ball well, which is just true. I mean, Drew Allar went 13 of 24, 132, 2 TDs and a pick. That's a Drew Allar line. I don't understand what it is the NFL people be telling you when they be like, yeah, Drew Allar, that could be a number 1 overall pick. Based on what? Based on what? Do you realize that Drew Allar and this particular litter of Nittany Lions ain't beat nobody but Boise State and Southern Methodist? Do you realize that? Do you realize that they are 0-4 against Michigan and Ohio State? They're 0-4 against Oregon. It's another way of saying they are 0-4 with teams that they should be punching up to beat. Somebody told y'all that was Bud Crawford over there. They ain't Bud Crawford over there. No. Know who that is over there? Diego Corrales. Getting punched in the face. Having to get back up after getting punched in the face. Get punched in the face again. Get punched in the face again. All right? Go back and watch the Friday night fights Joe Tess used to call Floyd Mayweather, used to put that boy on the floor. That's who Oregon was tonight. Hey, hey, look, they made it entertaining. And we like an entertaining game. It went into overtime. Maybe you'll take that with you. Maybe that'll make you feel good when you wake up in the morning, you know that you were one loss team. Somebody gonna keep you in the top 10. Hell, I might keep you right where you are, right there at 8. 8. Ain't that good, dog. They're just not that good. They're just not that good. I hate keep saying it, but Oregon is closer to winning the national championship than Penn State is. And that should burn up the person that got to wear the Nittany Lion pin on a lapel, got to wear the navy blue tie to church tomorrow, just going to be mad. Just going to be punching air tomorrow as they get in the sermon. Because all you're going to be thinking about is late last night at a whiteout. Not quite getting it done against a team that got to travel across 3 time zones to play you. My God. A first-year quarterback. I mean, I'm putting Dante more in there. Yeah, we started at UCLA, but you get my point here. Dante also played lights out. That play he made to Gary Bryant to put them in the end zone to win the game, that's the kind of play Drew Allar should be making. That boy went 29 to 39 for 248, 3 TDs, 0 interceptions. I hear it now. Some Nittany Lion fan out there going like the refs robbed us. The refs should have never overturned that play. That boy's knee was not on the ground. That should have been a TD for Penn State. You know what you shouldn't do? You know what the first rule of playing football in front of referees is? Do not leave it up to no damn referee. That's your fault. That's on you. You are at home. People are loud when you play defense. People are quiet when you on offense. Tell me how that's not working for you. Tell the 100,000 people that showed up to Happy Valley to watch you get beat tonight that's working for you. I be trying to tell y'all, man, look, if it was better, I would say so. But when you got a true freshman and Decorian Moore that can go 7 catches for 89 yards on you and your Jim Knowles defense, the Jim Knowles defense that was supposed to be brought in for this game, man, Will Stein better have himself a beer. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better serve that man up something nice on the way back because Jim Knowles took Ohio State and stumped a mud hole in Will Stein in Oregon last year, walked it dry. And then Penn State went and hired a dude, the only dude that was able to beat Ohio State in a bowl game when they got to have it and said, hey, we need you to do that for us. And what Jim Knowles do? Everything in his power, goddammit, but he couldn't get no sacks. You realize they sacked Ohio State something like 8 times, had like negative 23 rush yards in the Rose Bowl. They got 0 sacks at Dante Moore tonight. 0. Them boys rushed for 176 yards on that Jim Knowles defense. They went 6 of 18 on 3rd down. That's the only thing they did well. But on 4th down, 5 of 7. You know how mad I'd be to find out somebody went 5 of 7 on me on 4th down if I'm a defense coordinator? Man, well, I'm going to come in there with a baseball bat talking about, show me a locker. I need a pinata. I need something to take out my frustrations on because this can't stand, homie. We not doing this, homie. You can't have it this way, homie. We're not doing that. No. We have so much more to conversate about as it relates to what the Penn State Nittany Lions are about, might not be about, because remember this, Indiana is 5-0. Penn State is not. Oh my God. We come back. We got to talk about Alabama just putting the bomber clock, putting the hex on Georgia and how that worked out once again for Ty Simpson and Ryan Grubb, who might be onto something. Be back after a very short break, talk about the big SEC matchup and who actually runs the SEC now that Georgia has taken a loss. My goodness.